Hefyd, cyn cychwyn, gai ddiolch o galon i'r athron Elin Haf Griffith Jones, cyfarwyddwr y ganolfan uwch Chyflwyniad Cymraeg a Cheltau Brifysgol Cymru Dewi Sant, a Dr Craig Willis from the European Centre for Minority Issues, ac wrth gwrs i Lowri a Heledd yn y cefn am yr holl waith cydlynu popeth heddiw. Mae wir wedi bod yn bleser mawr cydweithio, a dwi'n mawr obeithio bod heddiw yn esgor ar gydweithio pellach i'r dyfodol ar bynciau gwahanol. Mae yna bron i ddegawd ers llwyddiant ein tîm pêl-droed cenedlaethol yn yr Euros, a mawr i wein diolch i Ian Gwyn Hughes, sydd ar y dde i mi fama, fydd yn siarad yn y man, am gefnogi ac arwain ein tîm cenedlaethol i fod nid yn unig yn dîm pêl-droed, ond yn lys genhadon iaith y diwylliant. Mae'r loesedd Ian wirioneddol wedi newid agwedda at yr iaith, ac mae llwyddiant y tîm cenedlaethol wedi normaleiddio agwedda tuag at yr iaith o fewn y maes chwaraeon yn gyfan gwbl. Diolch, Ian. I gloi, dechrau'r wythnos, o'n i ag Elin yng Nghwm Tawe yn cynnal trafodaeth am yr iaith. Ac yn y drafodaeth honno, nathon ni sôn am arferion, a newid arferion ar ôl Covid, a sut oedd y gymuned yn ymwneud. A beth oedd yn eglur i ni yn syth oedd mae'r clwb pêl-droed a'r clwb rygbi oedd asgwrn cefn y cymunedau yna. Felly, bod bobl yn gweithio adra, gweithio'r teams, oedd pawb hyd y ceia chwaraeon ar bore dydd Sadwrn, a bore dydd Sul, teuluoedd, cenedlaetha gwahanol, plant, ac yn aml iawn hefyd y clwb pêl-droed neu'r clwb rygbi sy'n cynnal y parti penblwydd neu y parti 50. Ac oedden ni'n meddwl, gyda dirywiad y capeli yn ein cymunedau draws Cymru, mae'r clybiau chwaraeon lleol yma yn prysur ddod yn asgwrn cefn ac yn ganolbwynt pwysig iawn i iaith a diwylliant ein cymunedau. Felly, dwi'n wirioneddol edrych ymlaen at heddiw. Mae gen ni raglen ddifyr lawn, felly dwi ddim yn mynd i siarad ymhellach, a dwi'n rwan yn mynd i drosglwyddo'r awena i Alun. Diolch yn fawr iawn.
I'm not Ellen. Surprise. Hi, bore da, good morning. Is this okay? Yeah. Yes, firstly, thanks for everyone for coming. It's good to see a full room. Thanks very much to the Welsh Government colleagues for having us collaborate on this. So I'm speaking on behalf of the European Centre for Minority Issues at the moment. I will also present some of my research afterwards, but this will be from the institutional perspective. So thanks also to Cardiff Met and to the University of Wales, Trinity St David. There's lots of different partners that you can see on the back of the programme, the institutional logos. So it's been a nice journey already working just to organise this, and now it's nice to actually be here on the day. I'm from the European Centre for Minority Issues. We're based in Flensburg in North Germany. It's in the Danish-German border region. We focus broadly on national and linguistic minorities, comparatively mostly of colleagues from all across Western, Central, Eastern Europe. I've done a lot of previous work with Elin Haf over the last 5 or 6 years now. So this is kind of also a continuation of this. Relating to my PhD work as well. She was one of my supervisors for. At the ECMI, we were keen to collaborate with international partners, international regional governments. So this is a great opportunity for us in an area we haven't done so much past work in, let's say. But this is also part of our increasing focus on linguistic minorities rather than national minorities. Although that continues, that was what the founding rationale for the centre, I guess, because the reason it's in that region is you have a Danish minority in Germany and a German minority in Denmark, either side of the border. We also have North Frisians in the border, often forgotten as the third minority there, but they are around as well. But there's been a desire to refocus the geographic balance. So within this, our centre joined the European Language Equality Network, ELEN, which ELEN is the current president of, and we have Miriam Vellinger, one of the vice presidents, and other members of ELEN. So this, I also see this as kind of under that kind of branch of networking as well, and that I think will also be relevant for the future steps. So football is a bit of a side project for me when it comes to academic focus, but something that we're trying to increase. So within the ECMI, I work in a cluster on politics and civil society. So we see football as a big avenue for civil society organizations, and that's also part of the motivation. And then the final aspect, I guess, is the media element. So my primary focus is on media in regional and minority languages. That was what my PhD was on. And within this, sport, in particular live sport and live football in most cases, is a big significant genre for broadcasters, but also newspapers and things like this. And it's also a bridge between different speaker groups, a way to bring in non-speakers of the language to the audience, things like this. So we see very much this element. And I'll also briefly mention that within this context, we have recently launched a EU cost action on minority language media. It's called Pluriling Media, and I can say a bit more about that later. But essentially, it's a 4-year project that now will bring together. It's aimed at involving non-academic stakeholders as well, so it brings together policymakers, researchers, practitioners, and I think there's quite a few ways to bring in football or sports into this within its thematic working groups. So I think Enrique, the chair for one of the later sessions, will say a bit more because he's one of the working group leaders. But it also involves Ellen, myself, Miriam, and I extend the invitation to this. So I think, although it seems that it's a one-off event, I see it as the beginning of something that has the potential for many different steps going forward, future events, involving different contexts. Of course, in Wales, the situation is slightly different because you have a national team, whereas the other international contexts we look at, typically the identity or the language is driven through club level. And I'm happy that we have a few international speakers that will say something to this. But I think there's lots of stuff to learn from in that regard. And so thank you. I'll hand over now to Alan. Okay, thanks a lot.